So behind that unit and that cloud is Kunanyi Mount Wellington, and I've tried going down the north-south track before on the one wheel shortly after I first got it. Failed miserably, bailed, but today, years later, I'm going to give it a second attempt. Mum and Dad have given me a lift up the mountain, so we'll see how we go here. I'm going to go up the road. It's shut at Bracken's Lane.
That'll be easy.
Yeah, they might be coming back to rescue me if I run out of battery, or I might be getting rescued at the other end, or I might be getting home by my own steam, which would be very nice. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for the lift. Should be about a 14 to 15 kilometer journey for me to get home. 1/3 of it's this uphill bit to get to the north-south track, and I should be able to keep pretty good pace with the cyclists. I should be overtaking them on the way up, but on the way down I think most cyclists are going to be moving a lot faster than I am. 82% and been going 5 minutes. Started at 2:30 and I'm already at the start of the north-south track. Alright, let's see how we go. Just rugged up. It's a lot colder than I thought. I'm glad I brought all the warm gear. Oh, this is steeper than I would have liked. I've got an off-road tyre that I didn't have last time. That's probably helping. Yeah, just bottomed out there. Good thing I've got those plates. This is very doable so far. Yeah, this is good. Not just good, this is fun. Just I don't get overconfident. Oh, this is hard work. Alright, let's try the helmet cam now. Whoa. So if I was a bit more skillful, can do these wonderful things on the north-south track. Jump off this log here. I don't reckon I'll ever get to that stage. Ah, rocks, 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 rocks. Rocks, 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 rocks. This is really hard. Oh, geez. This is really hard on the ankles and toes. Might tighten my shoelaces actually. Well, I'm not dropping off that. Yeah, that's a lot better now that I've tightened my shoelaces. I also sometimes like to take the tall bike along here. I've just got to do a bit of recon and see how low the trees come. This would be a bit effy here. I'd have to duck under that. So I've done this track once before, all the way down into Tolosa Street. It was with my e-bike. I'd recently transferred the Bafang electric motor. That is tempting. That is tempting. Let's give it a shot. I transferred the Bafang motor over onto a new bike that did not... It was more, not a mountain bike, but more of a commuter. This feels dodgy as. More of a commuter, and because of that, the rims weren't quite up to it, and I bent them coming down. I managed to locate that footage in the archives. Here it is now. 2 dents to me, one there, and one there. 1 dent to my bottle. That was in the second stack, and also in, we presume, the second stack, I bent my new bike wheel. It's only a week old. What a shame. I don't know how I'm going to get off this. I'm going to need, if I'm going to stick this out, what I'm going to need to do is stop at the end or jump off if it doesn't work. Yep. That felt incredibly dangerous. I don't think I could drop that. Not too busy. It was a little bit busy before, just off the track, and I passed a couple of people just after I got onto the north-south track, but it's pretty quiet now. It's just me and the birds. Just found the GoPro door, which is really good. I thought I'd left home without it. That's going to stop the battery and the SD card from falling out. Done a quick strip stop. Getting way too toasty, even though I'm just standing here. My feet and I guess my brain a little bit. I'm a bit frazzled. Was doing plenty of work, and so I was actually overheating. All right, let's try and get a different point of view. I'm going to put this on the strap on my, what am I trying to say? The strap that is on my bag. These seem to be holding up all right. Doing a lot of grabbing onto trees as I go past, just as an extra stabilizer. Don't know if there's going to be much I can do about. A lot of stuff seems to be getting into the bit of mud. I'm not sure if I should make a bit more clearance in here. But I think that's just going to gunk up again. I don't think that's anything to do with the float. Yeah, I don't think that's anything to do with the float plate. That's just this this tire is a little bit bigger than the original tire, so there's a little bit less clearance. Alright, it's this sort of rocky stuff that the float plates should show what a good investment they were. Dang it! Let's try that again. Whoa. One of those plates sounds like it's a bit loose. Damn, that was almost hitting a tree. I've already snapped it. So, I don't know, I could plastic weld that back together, or whether I use another $5 maybe buying a thicker chopping board. Again, I'm glad that I've got them, but I'm not sure whether this will last all the way back home. In which case it raises another question. If you get so beaten up, am I going to end up beating up the board underneath? So there's a corner I've got unprotected there now. Oh, that is a beautiful mushroom. Look at that. That's enormous. There's a double black diamond option up here. I won't be taking it. That is a massive drop. No, thank you. I'll walk past, I don't trust myself.
Oh, what is that?
It's an electric, it's a one-wheeled skateboard. It's called a one-wheel.
That's insane.
And I've just strapped some chopping boards to the bottom to try and protect it. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I
was going to say it gets a bit rocky.
Yeah.
Rather up, but yeah, that's awesome. Did you buy that?
I did, yeah. Yeah, it's if you look up one wheel, this is the one wheel XR.
Right.
It's got to be imported from the US.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I'll have to have a look at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Wicked.
Let's see. I might be walking out of here.
Yeah. Right.
Have a good one. Bottom out, bottom out, bottom out. That tree root is just really inconsiderate. It's a lot of stop starting at the moment. And if that guy says it gets rockier, oh, this is pretty difficult. I'm happy here. That was hectic. That was so hectic. I would not be comfortable doing that on a bike. I guess with the bike you're sitting up so much higher. That was crazy. Yeah, these big rocks, they're not too bad. Kudos to Parks here, like they've done a really good job of making quite a flat surface out of these rocks. No, this is walking country, I think. I need a bigger wheel. Well, it's carried me all this way. I guess it's only fair that I carry the one wheel a little bit. Oh, another double black diamond drop. Oh, not that, this one. No, I'm walking that. Alright, I don't know if I'll ever repeat this. There's a lot of work involved. You can hear a paddle. Be a spotted paddleout. Paddleotus punctatus. Ah! I've broken another bit off. I'm gonna make sure I don't leave any bits of chopping board out here. And it's in a section that I kind of need protection. I did worry about this bit. Once you've cut to bend this, there's only a thin bit of plastic attaching that. But this one had quite a large section and it still broke off. I don't really want to come back the same way though, but at least I know what is there this way. Whereas my memory of the way down to Tolosa Street is actually it's easier, but I don't know if that is the case. All night long. Whoa! Gonna have to stop for that. Check out the knot in this tree. That's hectic. Couple of puffballs. There's something I can poke it with. Yeah, there are the spores. Alright, time for a break and to reassess. I am on 70% battery. I am partway through the journey. I think junction cabin's about here, so I'm probably 2/3 of the way there. And then it should be a fire trail coming back. And hopefully that'll be easier going. I've chopped up the chopping board a little bit more. I'm actually going to need these parts because it's getting to sections that are actually going to be rubbing on the ground if I don't have this here. So I'll get out my strapping tape and I'll strap up my board. Good thing I got the first aid kit for that. These are some stinging nettle here. We can see some tiny little silica spikes on them. I'm not sure. I think there is a native stinging nettle, but I think this is probably the introduced one. You can make some nettle tea. Once you cook it, those spines go away, which is quite nice. Tastes a bit like lettuce. Alright, well, I've strapped it up. Hopefully I won't be needing the strapping tape for myself or anyone else out here. I don't have my wilderness first aid just yet, but I do have enough skill to at least put a chopping board back together. Let's do a time check. It is almost 3:30, so I've been out here getting close to 1 hour now. I really hope that I am not left out here in the dark. I do have a head torch, so worst comes to worst, I won't be in complete darkness. But I do not think I'll be doing this again. This is really nice just here, but some of the parts have been really hard work. I don't like having to carry a board. It should be mostly carrying me. Oh, not going over that. That's for someone else to do. Oh, and there's a lovely drop at the end as well. Ew! I'm really hoping it's going to regenerate some power on the way down, because I'll be reaching half battery pretty soon. I was a bit worried there for a moment, but I seem to be making better time now. The strapping seems to be holding up still. Ish. Little bit of a drop off. There's an incredible bit just here. There must be some crazy talented people to attempt this sort of stuff. I'd want like full body armor to get across that with a, what's that? It's like a 2 meter drop if you don't make it. No, thank you. Junction happen! Time for a spot of afternoon tea. I don't know how I've managed that. I managed to cut open the same bit of finger that I cut open jumping out the window about 2 weeks ago. One very squished sushi. Alright, puppy. This isn't for you.
It's good going down Sorry, in this section.
Mm. Right.
Yeah, now ours is not much fun.
All right, have a good one. One of my sister's old teachers, her old dance teacher from Rosny. Oh, this is amazing. Should probably check that I picked everything up. Don't want to leave anything behind. It's going to be a bit of an effort to come back. Jumpers on. One more sushi in there. Batteries are still in there. Alright, I think we're good. Bit colder now. I won't be doing as much walking, hopefully. So I shouldn't be getting all overheated. You. Ah. Alright, gonna have to stop for this. These are some gorgeous little coral-like fungi. It's been a really good time for mushrooms and fungi just at the moment. Whoa. Bumpy! Just wondering if anyone comes up this trail, and I just saw a guy on his electric mountain bike coming up. Alright, it's 4 o'clock. That is 1.5 hours in. I want to have a look at the battery to see, now that I'm going a bit of downhill, if we're going to be getting any regen. What are we on? Oh, some fallen trees have been soaring through. We're on 56%, not yet halfway, so I'm pretty confident I should be able to get home. Pretty confident. Well, I should be getting home either way, but getting home with minimal walking, I should say. Happy to have the bash plate. It's done it again. Done a good job of protecting the board, but it is still coming apart. Okay, the rear bash plate has been reapplied, bandaged back up. Some interesting burnt forest to be going through. This might be pretty recent. They did some burn-offs like maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing this part again, but north-south from Pinnacle Road is just a little bit too hairy. Yeah, don't really want to pick that again, because the $5 chopping boards probably would have held up just fine on this. So I don't know if I'll replace them with the same thickness, or if I will end up getting some thicker boards. Whoa. take it easy. Would like to get back in one piece. Tour bike wise, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be keen to take it down here. I mean, I guess I could always walk it. If stuff gets difficult, I can walk it. In many ways, it's easier to walk than this thing because at least I can roll it. Whereas with a one wheel, you just got to carry its heavy ass. Yeah, I can see what Leslie's meant by it getting a bit rocky towards the end. Trailing again. No! Why won't you stay together? Again, got to pay tribute to the great path work that's been done on this. Oh, I'm back on the fire trail. Probably, I don't know, it might have been easier going down the fire trail, but certainly wouldn't have been as fun. Alright, where do you take me? I think it's time to look at a map. Google Maps. Where am I? Oh, I'm in Gagebrook, am I? Come on, get a fix. Radio. So, this is the north-south track that will cross the Lenna Valley Fire Trail again. So it looks like I'm on the Lenna Valley Fire Track. And time to get straight off. Ooh, Newtown Falls is just here. Loud and rocky is your way. Just do a quick check of the chopping boards. They're all still there. I should do a battery check sometime as well. I wonder what bird that is. Well, chopping board all still there. Let's do that battery check now. That would be a honey eater, I reckon. That noise. Maybe a black-headed. Don't know. Alright, what was I doing? Battery. 51%, that's good. So I'm not really gaining any power, but I'm not losing any. So this incline is enough to hold steady. Oh, yeah, nah. Didn't really know how I was going to navigate that. Some of those rocks look sharp. Your foot's a little loose there, Rowan. There we go. Back on the fire trail again. Wee bit of rubbish. Let's do our little, looks like a timeout or some Cadbury chocolate. Let's do our little bit and leave the environment better looking than when we got here. Oh, Oh, that is steep. That incline's too steep, I reckon. I think it would bottom out if I tried to go down there. Gav was just saying, Pete, when I left, that you should bring your little RC four-wheel drive up here once you finish it. Mind you, if you get any bad scuffs, that probably won't help the resale value. Of a workout than I would have thought. Mainly for my brain. It's a real puzzle of picking the right line. That. And I just picked the wrong one. No, no, thank you. Ah, come back, come back, come back, come back. Also a good time just to recognize the great bit of engineering that a one wheel is. They seriously are built like tanks. Like, it's having this thing for the last couple of years. It's really taken some knocks and just kept rolling. I mean, without that experience, I wouldn't have given me the confidence in taking it down here. Look at this. There's obviously an old crossing point just here, and it's washed away. Yet more incredible track work. Nice little rock armchair there. Getting a bit dark. Must be a spooky forest to be in at night time. Only 8% battery left. I don't see this lasting me very long, so this might get cut short and you'll never know how this ends. So that 8% is in reference to the GoPro battery. I was using some old GoPro batteries from the Hero 6, and I think they run down a bit faster in the GoPro Hero 8, and that's why there's these weird video clips where it's like frozen in the beginning and you can just hear the audio. So I lost most of my video from the end of the trip. But that's not too bad. I got most of what I needed. I'm out here later than I would have liked. It is almost getting torch time. It is 5 o'clock, so I've been gone 2.5 hours. Whoop. Anyway, fingers crossed we make it back whilst there is still a wee bit of daylight. Alright, home stretch now. There is 4.5 kilometers to go, but I'm pretty much back onto sealed roads. What else am I looking at? Battery 34%. Now that sounds like heaps, but it cuts out at 20%. So we'll see how we go here. Back in civilization again. Sound of car alarms. Well, I've got back into the streets just in time. Got the street lights now. Popped out at the top of Tolosa Street. Made it back with 26% battery. So I was 6% away from it cutting out due to low power, because it doesn't really let you go below 20%. Casualties, both chopping boards are broken. Let's have a look. I came back with both float plates and all the pieces of the float plates. I was just kind of hoping that they'd stay in one piece, but they didn't. So I'm going to need to get a thicker chopping board. I might forget about doing the curved edges. Just a flat float plate underneath would probably be enough. Yeah. Would I do it again? I'd really like to. I'd just like to be able to trust that this is going to hold up. Would I do it on the tour bike? Yeah, I'd also really like to. There's probably going to be a lot of walking, but I'm definitely keen to give that a go sometime.